Hi everyone, I'm Josh and welcome to Josh Wright Piano TV. Thanks so much for joining me today. I wanted to talk about a concept with pedaling that I often refer to as rounded pedal, and this confuses a lot of students. Even my own students sometimes say, what do you mean by rounded pedal? Even after I show them and they can hear it, but they're not quite sure how to execute it. I was teaching one of my wonderful students the other day on this Debussy Reverie. Very magical piece. We've covered it in a pro practice tutorial. If you want an in-depth look at it, you can check that out. But there's just this one place that she was struggling to clear the pedal in a tasteful way. So this is in the middle of the piece, right before this entrance. So it goes... You have these rests. So one option is just to not mess with it at all and just change when you get to here. But I think it's quite special to feather that pedal out. What she was doing a bit of was this. There was so much F in there by itself, and the pedal was a little abrupt to come off, so it was very strange. We had this wonderful sonority, and then all of a sudden it's by itself, and then we have the A. But also, if you just release when you get to the A, it also sounds funny. It sounds too abrupt. So... you know, that's way too clean. So how do we do that? It kind of it begs the question of discussing a bit more about the inner workings of the piano and what's actually going on. You can see my pedal cam down there. But as I push this pedal down, it lifts the dampers up. Okay, the dampers are the little pieces of felt that keep the strings quiet, that dampen the sound of the piano. There is a point, and I've referred to this in other videos. I think I referred to it in our recent Ravel video of the Ravel Prelude in A minor, that I like to call the pedal zone. Basically, this zone of playing the zone that the pedal gets to, where the dampers barely start to engage. And I'll show you a cool example that Stanislav Udanich actually showed me many years ago. We played a little miniature concert together in Utah here, and I had requested a little lesson with him before we did this concert together for some pretty wealthy individuals. It was really crazy how it all transpired. But we ended up doing this awesome concert, and he has he's a wonderful musician, but my goodness, his octaves are just out of this world. And so I wanted help with this. But he said something about the pedaling in the beginning. He's like, I've always wondered about just leaving the pedal in... It's kind of weird, but it has changed my life. Not that I don't play it like that, but it just made me realize the pedal kind of self-cleans when you get to that point, that pedal zone. So, no pedal. Now, fully engaged pedal. This is without cleaning the pedal. It's naturally cleaning itself. That's a long clean. Shorter clean. Even shorter clean. It's because that damper is just hanging out so close to the string, and you can manipulate that. That is crucial to understand when you want to do a nice rounded pedal. You don't have to master what I just showed you. It helps if you master it, but you basically want to listen very carefully. Okay, I'm listening. That's where the sound starts to die, so I want to slow my pedal release down and just kind of let that pedal clean itself. I can help it up a little. If I yank it up too quickly, and then I do that, it's like, and then it kind of chokes it. See, I almost cleaned it that entire time. It was almost clean. That was a little too clean too quickly, but it still works because I still have a little resonance. What that pedal zone does, if you just hover around that, it still allows you to have a little bit of bass. See, there's still a little bass. It's kind of cleaning. And then when I'm ready to play the A, I can slowly let the pedal the rest of the way off. And it gives this beautiful kind of evaporative effect. So get to the pedal zone, slowly release. And don't play that A so loud. That was terrible what I just did. So that's a little bit about rounded pedal, how to do it, what's going on inside the piano to make that actually happen, and really work on that. It's a perfect example. I was actually just doing a tutorial for the VIP Masterclass series, one of my paid courses where members write in their questions. A lady had some questions about, I can't even remember, the little section. There it is. But I listened through to the Murray Pryor recording before I made the video and got some ideas. He does a perfect rounded pedal at the beginning of that. That's the Schubert Impromptu in C minor, Opus 90, number 1, D899. So he lets the pedal clear. If he went just like this, and then he let go here, it's like, what? You hear that release. It's very awkward. But if he let go of it before, Schubert didn't write a rest. That'd be terrible. So he lets some of the sound die away, but he has to help it off with the pedal because it's so loud. Let me actually open up to this so I'm not saying any false information here. So he has the fermata dotted half note. Okay, now if I just let that die away, especially Steinway pianos and modern pianos in general, big pianos have a really nice sustain. I could be waiting here for a solid minute before that sound died away to a pianissimo, maybe something like that. Maybe not a solid minute, maybe 15 seconds though, 20 seconds. It takes a long time to die away, so you have to help it a little with the pedal. See, that sounds very natural. One of the classic examples is Beethoven. This idea is just coming to me now. I did not plan this. Right there, you can lift the pedal. Let me actually open to that so I know I'm playing all the right notes. It's been a while since I've taught that one. You need to lift that pedal out enough I mean, I guess you can do this and then just clean when you get to there. But that C minor harmony, the soft one, you can at least get the cleaning process started. It's not quite as stark as the Schubert example or the Ravel example we just did, but you can at least hold it and to E, and you can get that process started by getting that pedal a lot closer to that pedal zone that we're just labeling that. It's kind of a lame name that I came up with. But these are things that I want you to think about as you're pedaling pieces. Pedal is an art unto itself. You know what? Let's do another example. Just thought of this one too. Chopin Ballade number 1. If we do quick changes like that, it's pretty unappealing versus gradually lifting that out and then putting the pedal back down. It just cleans it in a much more appealing way. And there, right there, as you can see, off. that's in there, and then it kind of releases by that B flat. Off. That was a very rounded off. Same thing here. Okay, so be artistic with your pedal. This rounded pedal concept, I hope, has helped each of you today. If you've enjoyed today's content or any content I put out on this channel, I would be truly appreciative if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel so more people can see this information. I truly appreciate that. I'll leave a few links for my paid courses in the description below if you'd like to go even deeper than this channel goes over. A link for a free webinar containing 10 of my favorite tips to help take your playing to a higher level. And finally, a link to my gear kit, all the gear I use to make these videos, record podcasts, and much more. Hope you all have a great week. Good luck in your practice sessions.